Okay, so in order to get the harpies not negative, not only did I have to kill one of my cancel one of the woodcutters, not kill. I am having to burn 2 wood. But this also means that we can open glades during the storm because our hostility is 0. So I'm hoping that getting coats and stuff will make their hostility kind of lower. I also think it'd be smart to figure out where I need to pickle... There we go, pickled goods. I need to build this in order to pickle the goods. Because having that honestly might save us. Because foxes... I didn't realize foxes and beavers both like pickled goods. Okay. Let's reassign people to this, because that was hectic. Let's get our cornerstone done. I'm not losing all my fuel. I'm not worried about calming the forest. I will take more nodes, though, because it just means things last longer. Like, that's the worst case thing. Or that's the long and short of it, is it just means things last longer. Okay, so we need to unlock more caches, which means we need to unlock more areas. I'm really hoping we could make pickled goods, but apparently we need barrels, water skins, or something. Didn't I unlock the ability to make barrels? Or did I not pick that because I thought I didn't need it? No, so I need to figure out a way to get pottery and such. Okay, cool. We unlocked a new glade. It did not have a cache in it, which kind of stinks, but it's not the end of the world. I am gonna move you guys up to here, because right now I'm not super worried about it. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna... So I can fix this now. Which means we'll get ore. Kind of worried that Woodcutter's hut is gonna be in the way, but we'll find out. Newcomers. Do we want a spread with more coats? Yes, we do. That is what I want. We do have plant fibers gathering down here now, which is exciting. We have another thing which we can spawn salt veins, or we can disassemble, and I'm probably just gonna disassemble it. I'm not super worried. We are running out of housing. So let's fix that really fast. I also need to continue the paths so I don't forget to do that. Okay. We want to rebuild this, which gives us an advanced fishing hut. Yes. Immediately, yes. I'll have to wait. There's no... So right now for this one, there's just... We can't make ale, we can't make incense, we can't make pickled goods, because we're missing pottery and herbs and stuff. So for me right now, that can just sit. I do want, once the foxes are done, I want them to investigate that. Need for coats fulfilled is going up, which is exciting. We just need to sell more stuff and hopefully find a cache to send. I'm thinking I'm gonna expand up here next. I'm just trying to find all the small glades, but I probably should just bite the bullet and do one of the big ones. It's just there's still so many small glades. I'm just like, oh no, this will be fine. Don't worry about it. And we've also opened it up so it's easier to get to everywhere. Do I have anything for you? I don't have anything for you, so you can be deactivated right now. Okay, so definitely could do farm fields and deliver packs of crops. And I guess we're going into a dangerous glade. So that's what we need to do. What I should do is make the makeshift post, which is what lets us package up all that wonderful stuff. Trade routes, yeah, see, I don't have packs of provisions or anything. What I will say about the makeshift post is I'm not going to worry about packs of provisions or packs of building materials right now. And packs of crops, I'm going to limit it at 10. I do want it to be roots because we're passively gaining the roots. Oh yeah, another cache, which we're just going to break open because that's going to give us all the coats that we need. And we now need to do a dangerous or forbidden glade, and I'm kind of leaning towards doing this one down here. That's a forbidden. The only thing kind of stinks is we don't have very many tools. So if something bad happens, we're kind of in trouble. Okay, Fox's resolves are low. I'm gonna go ahead and move this up here so I don't forget to do that. And I'm gonna deactivate that, which should drop us to not super bad, but still pretty rough. +1 to fabric production, packs of provisions and parts, done. Scout, workers assigned to Glade events can carry 10 more items, a group of 4 villagers, and parts, done. And my only worry is how many... Cool, so we don't have anybody that's unhoused, which is a big problem. Box's resolve is low. I'm gonna go ahead and start sacrificing probably 2 wood to get it to stop. We need to not unlock a glade during the storm, so I'm just gonna make sure we don't by killing or by removing that from the area. Packs of crops are being made. We need 1 more farm field, which amuses me. So I'm hoping we unlock some in one of these next little glades we're going to. Fishing hut works. I'm gonna go ahead and assign some harpies to there. Let's reassign the beavers. And make sure that this can go through now. Pick our... Kiln. Kiln. That was the best one out of all those. So kiln means we can now produce coal and jerky through there. Which means now I believe we have 2 ways to produce jerky, right? Yes. But the big thing is getting coal. Not worried about bricks, not actually worried about jerky at this point. I really want the coal because now we can pause and switch the jerky production over to coal. And now we can pause and make sure that coal is the number 1 and turn off wood. So now it's going to start burning coal. Actually, I should make sure that wood's still on, just coal's more important. Okay, Glade has opened. We have this threat so we can burn it down with oil. We have a bunch of. It's going to increase a ton of hostility, which is fine because we're about to go into the clearance. And we get 8 parts, +2 to vegetable production, which is really good because that's what we produce at our farms. 35 barrels and packs of building materials. I don't have the ability to fix it, so we're just going to burn it down. It's going to take 2.5 minutes, so it's going to stink. Our resolve's going to go low. We're probably going to have to burn some wood, but it should be okay. Every time you open an abandoned cache or send one, hostility is lowered. Gain 1 ancient tablet for every 2 completed events. Expect to gain 3. Be good if I get that for an order, but I don't have that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do lowering the hostility. Yeah, and the hostility is really bad right now because we have just everything's gonna be angry at us for a little bit because we have the we're opening that area. So pickled goods, yes, I would like to buy. That's pretty much it from here. Maybe some ale just for now. You don't have pottery or anything helpful. And because we're going to be probably burning through all our wood, I don't really want to sell the wood. I might be interested in selling, actually, how many of those? Yeah, let's do that. Good pickled goods, which is going to make people happier, and we got some ale, which we can use at the tavern. Do I want clay and plant fiber or parts, planks, and roots? Parts, planks, and roots. I'm not really worried about what people I get right now, because at the moment, I've hit the point where I have so many people, I don't know what to do with them. Which is usually how this goes. I've sold half of the value of goods that I need. We need to open 1 more dangerous glade. I can create a farm field down here. The only problem is I don't think I can cover the whole thing with 1 small farm. Oh, I can! Yay! I didn't think that would work. So now we have another small farm going. So agriculture is going to be good here soon. I need wherever the fishing hut is for you to stop using bait. Because you're using up my packs of crops, dang it. So I need more stone or training gear or sea marrow, which I don't think I have the ability to get anywhere. Sea marrow, I do. Can get that down here, so let's start mining that. Cool, we just need packs of crops now, which should start going a lot faster Now that we're not struggling to not have them used in the fishing. Everyone is happy. We're not burning super much of anything. How many people do I have assigned to the kiln? Because I thought I did 2. I did 3. Okay, cool. Because yeah, we don't have a lot of coal, but we do have coal. So we're going to be burning coal here. We're going to be using it to make jerky. Oh yeah, woodcutter's hut. Oh, we have to open another dangerous glade. I think these are, yeah, so these are dangerous. So I could have gone just with a normal one. But no, where's the fun in that? I'm just going to immediately go to the most dangerous thing. It's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. And this is done, so hostility is back to normal. So we're not going super crazy with how much hostility we have. I do need to do open one more glade, which is going to happen right here. I'm going to try to open it quickly. The problem is that we're going to have the storm, and I really don't want this to be open during the storm. Because that's not going to end well for anybody. We should be able to open it before then. Come on, beavers. I believe in you. There's one cut on that tree. 3, 2, 1. Okay, nope. We're not going to be doing that. We're just going to be clearing this wood. Because I'm not risking opening a glade and running into negative 10 global resolve. Because that will just make my people very upset. Deliver the need for coats and deliver 15 leather, which we don't have any of. Deliver packs of provisions, which we actually could do pretty easily. We do that. And then 5 trade routes. Nope, we can't. Worth at least 16 amber each. No. Deliver tools, deliver packs of building materials. We could do that one. Pack of trade goods. I don't have any of those. I do have 15 packs of building materials, so I would just need to make tools. Where is the smithy? Yes, I know everybody's unhappy. Give me a second. Because we can make tools. We have a lot of those. Okay. We are going to go ahead and stop all wood cutting, which should help a little bit. And we are now going to sacrifice some wood. That's all we need. And I know that it's, yeah, we're going to sacrifice fuel at the hearth. Wood's going to go a little low. And that's going to be okay. We can handle this. I have nobody, and purposely not having anybody with you. I'm gonna go ahead and salvage this because I'm not worried about having another fishing hut because we have a nice one right here. And I don't have any sea marrow or anything to do anything with you yet. Or tools. I can assign somebody. Ooh, so assign some beavers. Hey everyone, my name's Odotmaster and welcome back to Against the Storm, where apparently I have no game sound. Slight problem. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and head north to this one. I also realized that when you hover over steel fragments, it says any leftovers must be sold back to the crown. So, you know, I should read the things I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Pioneer, which is the slightly more difficult one. If I start with beavers, let me look at the summary actually. 14 reputation, average amount of fertile soil. Pool of order choices, so what we can pick to get more reputation, and trees give more wood. So if I pick the beavers on this, I'm not gonna have to worry about wood, so I'm not gonna pick it to start. Because we have the beaver and harpies do like jerky. I don't think they actually have anything in common. Biscuits and pickled goods, jerky and paste. Coats is the one thing. Coats, scrolls are the 2 things that they have in common. Understood. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some meat. We don't start with clay or stone, so I'm gonna pick stone. We start with some vegetables, not many. So I'm actually gonna do these 2, just to get us more food. And we're gonna start right here, and I'm gonna see if we can do this in less than 45 minutes again. Okay. let's get going. So first things first, we're going to make a woodcutter's hut. Going this way, and it looks like we start with a lot of the small ones near us, which is kind of exciting. Like the small glades, so there's not a bunch of forbidden ones immediately. I do want to immediately start gathering food, because that is something that I have learned that I suck at remembering. Not something that I think about, so... so we have beavers, foxes, and harpies. Those are our couple things we have. Those are our peoples. That'll work. We also immediately have clay, which I am all about. I'm not super worried about getting a bunch of it. So I'm just setting up everything like I normally do, and the only thing that I'm going to be smart about this time, and I say this every time, is we definitely need a rain collector as soon as possible. So I'm going to put a rain collector here, because that should be mostly out of the way. Yeah. Perfect. So breaks is increased. Time interval between breaks are increased by 25% during drizzle, and impatience grows 70% slower. That's actually a super nice thing. Discovering a glade during the storm will decrease global resolve by 10 for 3 minutes. So no glades during that. I need to have housing. Okay, so I need to make sure to have housing for everybody that I can. And services as quickly as possible. Which that'll be a problem because services takes a bit. Okay, so immediately I'm seeing tea, dye, and jerky right here. None of which we have unlocked. I'm gonna go for that because the goal is coats, right? Because we have, and small farm, we have the ability for both of our people to be happy with coats. I think foxes are happy with coats too. I'd have to look. Fabric barrels and dye, flour barrels, packs of provision, forage, pickled goods, crystal dew. I kind of want to do... I mean, none of these are super good, but none of them are bad. Okay, let's look at this. I don't know. I am just going to pick one, and I'm going to do forage, pickled goods, and crystal, just because we have nothing so far. Like, none of those do we have unlocked, so I'm just like, okay, we can definitely do that. Let's go then. We're gonna have... Oh yeah, we can't make this till we have more wood, but we're about to get, hopefully, a ton of wood. I do want to make the paths because I like having paths. And then hopefully when the orders come, they'll match. Global carrying capacity is increased by 5 because we have a harpy tending the fire. That works. Gain 2 wildfire essence for every 2 dangerous or forbidden glade events. 3 roots per minute. Well, looks like we're getting roots per minute, which is great because we have a vegetable farm. So we have vegetables and grain, and we now have root. And that's just casual roots per minute, so food shouldn't be as big of an issue, which was my issue last time. Okay, do I want to sell goods? Do I want to have a small farm and collect food? Or do I want to... I really don't like doing these. The ones where you have to deliver them. Mainly because it just takes so much stuff to do that. This increases grain production. This gives us oil. I kind of want to do that with a small farm. Complete any glade event. Have beaver resolve above 16. Or deliver 15 eggs. I'm gonna do glade event because we get pickled goods, parts, and villagers. I'm not super worried about getting just specifically extra beavers because we have the extra wood every time. Complete 2 glade events, box of planks, box of tools, villagers. Complete 2 trade routes, +1 to plank production. Deliver 25 eggs, +2 to biscuits. I'm gonna go towards the box of tools. I really like having 3 options, it's fun. We also do need to make a trading post fairly shortly. And I have no other good way to put it besides here. And I am gonna go ahead and assign somebody there. So we have one person who's building everything, and that's right now kind of it. I'm hoping... I'm not super worried about unlocking glades quite yet because we are okay the way we are. I'd actually, you know, I take that back considering 2 of our things require us to open glades. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I totally spaced that yeah, we need to open the glades because that's 2 of our orders. That's how we get our reputation. Well, not the only way. We can also make our people happy, but that's not super easy right now. I am going to work on getting shelters in place without hopefully ripping through all of our stuff, because immediately ripping through all of our wood would be a problem. I'm gonna clear some more space, because what I don't want is I don't want to set us up for opening a glade and then accidentally open a glade in the storm season and get -10 to global resolve. Small trappers camp. We don't have any lizards, so I'm gonna leave that alone for right now. I do want just a general builder as well. Just because housing is going to be super important. And my concern is that if we don't get everyone housed, we're going to run into the negatives in the storm seasons. The problem is, I feel like we have to do both services and housing to not get those negatives. But thankfully, everyone is housed and we're going to have 3 free spaces. And we're about to go into the storm. It's fine because I don't have anything set up to open a glade. So we will be a-okay as long as it doesn't randomly decide to open a glade on me. I'm really trying to keep up with paths this time because paths make it so much easier to run around and do things in. So it looks like neither of these are negative. Oh, it looks like that might be year 5. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, oh no. No. Year 5, it looks like, is when we're going to start getting negatives, which includes opening glades in the storm. So we could have opened it this year, but I don't play that game. I'm curious if that's going to say 0 now. Okay. It didn't, but it makes sense. So do I want more plant fibers? So my thinking is if we get more beavers, we can get another woodcutter. Because right now the issue is that we're not exploring quote unquote fast enough. What I'm going to try to do is get another woodcutter down here. There's another cornerstone. Newly discovered glades have more charges. More trade routes, but no trader will arrive in the settlement. No thank you. Legendary mist piercers. No. We're going to go with new glades discovered have more charges. So since we're at the very beginning of the game, these are the only ones that won't have that. Every single new glade that we open is going to have way more charges, which is super exciting. And we're going to do that. Open those 2. We get new orders. Do I want to do paths that give 5 amber and crates of stone, or do 16 villagers with a need fulfilled? That's gonna be a bit. Or deliver roots. I'm gonna go with this one because it's gonna give me some amber and stone. Need for coats fulfilled. Deliver wine. No thank you. Deliver scales. We're gonna go need for coats fulfilled because that's something that I want to do, and it doesn't mean that I'm giving them the items. It just means that my people are happy. And I've given them coats. Ooh, trader. I don't really have any money or anything to trade you right now, but speaking of which... Oh. So neighboring towns, the further in we get, the more trade routes we have. So right now we only have Smoldering City that we can trade with because because we're the beginning one. So I've got to be careful and not pick anything that requires trade routes because we're not really going to have a lot of trade routes. No event, but we have some mushrooms and stuff, which is super cool. We like mushrooms. I am gonna actually have the little thing down here clean up this. I like the global carrying capacity being up. It's really nice. Also, we have a lot of wood right now, which is great. So I'm just gonna make sure that we get some things going. Like, we don't have a makeshift workstation yet, which would be important. Oh yay, an event! So if we make an offering, which we do actually have enough resin to do that, we can get it as an aesthetics, or we can tear it down, which is kind of my vote, for scrolls, meat, and crystallized dew. I'm gonna go ahead and trade Fox for the beaver, just because they're better at investigating. Ooh, we have another thing. So if we fix this, it spawns 2 to 3 coal veins nearby, or we can disassemble it for copper bars and pipes. We don't have tools quite yet, so I'm gonna leave that one for a minute. Oh. And we're gonna move this closer to here. Okay, we have plenty of space for housing. I'm not super worried about that. We currently have nobody building because the fox is working on tearing down the obelisk, which they're much quicker at. And we're gonna get scrolls, meat, and dew. And that will finish our clearing glades. I should put some more paths down. Just because having paths makes everybody faster. Oh, active from hostility 1. So at level 1, discovering glades. Hostility level. Okay. I didn't read that. But that makes sense. So it's not like we're gonna randomly... Okay, so we can discover glades as long as our hostility is low. Also, what do we want? Ooh, growing roots and herbs is a good idea. But being able to produce tools is really important. We're gonna go there so I can produce tools eventually. We need to complete another glade event. Kind of want to throw parts at it, but I know how important parts are. And they're really, really hard to get. I'm gonna limit these at 6 each and not do pipes. And we do have... The nice part is, with this glade, we did unlock a farm field. And we can now do the small farm here. Which we don't have humans, but that's okay. I would like... Actually, I'm gonna move this over here for a minute. The woodcutters, because I like a faster way to get over there to that farm. Grain production increases by +1 every 25 times it's produced. That's going to be good, but also so is plus 50% to amount of goods produced in the small farm. Okay, so we have roots that we're getting 3 per minute. So food isn't as big of a deal. That being said, this is very early game. And while it's mid, I'm hoping mid, but these might take a little bit longer. I'm going to do grain production just because we have a farm and we're going to be producing a lot of grain. And my hope would be to have so much grain that we just immediately start continually overproducing it. Yeah, let's do that. We do have foxes that are happy right now because they have pickled, and so are the beavers. They're just not happy enough to give us resolve. We do have newcomers. So grain we can get, leather we can't, but this has coats, which is going to just increase happiness even more. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we make more houses. Because, yeah, we have a lot of people unhoused, and I just don't want to worry about that. We also have a bunch of free workers, because we just got the new... Yeah, we just got the new people. So, the newcomers. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, throw more people on. So we now have the creeping shadow. So if we open something, we open a glade in the middle of the storm, bad things happen. So we just need to be careful with that. I'm also almost got enough paths built. Okay, so paths built gives us amber and stone, which is good. Ooh, we have more farm fields. That's really exciting, actually. We're gonna break this open and I'm gonna do my foxes and we're gonna, yeah, I guess use stone. That's fine. It's all we can use right now. So that'll finish our other problem solver. That'll finish our other Glade event. What do we want? Oil tea coats. So that means if I build this and the thing that builds me the dye, which I don't remember what it is. Apothecary? Yeah. It means now not only can I make jerky, but I could also make dye. And I know we don't have enough pieces for it yet because we're missing stuff, and that's okay. No, I don't want to turn on that. Okay. We will get there. New orders. Send to abandoned caches or open them. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that one because that's about to happen. Build a temple, which that exclamation mark is we don't have that yet. So deliver 15 tea and have foxes resolve above 20, or sell goods. I'm gonna go with sell goods because I think we'll be able to do it. So we just got a Glade event done, and we got one of the 2 caches. I'm really glad I looked at that when I did. Because we got one of the 2 abandoned caches dealt with. This woodcutter's camp, I'm not super worried about this anymore. This can now, because now there's lots of space. Harpies are going to be good at this. I only want like 10 at a time. And probably 10 at a time. Fabric or leather. The problem is going to be we just don't have a lot of stuff quite yet, which stinks because usually this would be when I'm pretty far into the game, but because it's Pioneer, it feels like I'm not. I do have the ability to finish the very first objective that we did, and pick another set of things. The Tea Doctor, Guildhouse, or Tavern. I'm gonna do Tavern because funny enough, I just got ale in the last pick. Oh, speaking of which, I need to do some beginning game things that I've not done. There we go. So what I did is I turned around and I'm hoping that the comfort gets built because then that upgrades my hearth level. Oh cool, trader arrived. So we can definitely sell some of the wood. And I don't necessarily know what I want to buy. Water skins might be nice. Actually, how many fabric can that? Ooh, 13. Not bad. Because fabric, we don't really have a way to get the plant fibers right now. So I'm trading 100 wood for 13 fabric, which is going to help us out a lot. Because fabric is going to mean that we can build things a little faster. Also, wildfire essence are really expensive, and I don't generally build extra encampments. So this works really well. I do need to make more dye and jerky. I'm actually going to stop that. And I have harpies here. I can put a fox here. And we'll put a harpy here. And a harpy here. I'm excited that we're making jerky. I wish we had a way to make coal. That would be nice. That's okay. So now we need to be really careful and not open any glades. Oh, we also apparently have really bad resolve. So let's deactivate you for now. Okay, cool. And we're just gonna, well, this doesn't matter because it's deactivated. But for this one, I need to make sure, yeah, it's definitely not gonna open any glades right now, which is good. That's a good thing. Okay, let's assign some beavers to the smithy and have you produce like 20 tools. Not worried about pipes, not worried about packs of trading. Because all I need is like, you know, 13 more tools and I'm good on this one. Packs of provision, I do want to start that. However, I don't want it to be out of that. I guess we're going to have to go out of eggs. And I need 15 of those, right? No, 20. 20 of those. Which does mean I need to get my trappers, who are almost done here, a little bit closer to the eggs, because they also need to produce eggs. Wood production is increased by 1, but harvesting planting is slower. No, thank you. No. Rumor has it one of your settlements, newcomers arrive 15% quicker, bring 10% goods for every 1 level standing. I'm gonna decline them all and get some goods. Okay, let's put the beavers back. And I'm actually gonna move you here. And I want you to start clearing this. You can move here. I'm not worried about clearing this. This was just to get us wood. And let's clear this glade. I do actually want this gone. It's gonna drive me nuts. Okay. We need either... I think we're gonna do sea marrow on this. And we're gonna break that open. Fishing hut is idle. Do I have a place for you to go? It's right next to where you were. Enjoy. Okay, we just got open the dangerous glade, so we get extra copper bar production, creates a copper bar and new people. Gain 3 incense for every 10 roots produced. We don't really have the ability to do that. Super easy. But honestly, it gives us 20 pottery every time you discover a new glade. Alright, so it sounds like we're doing that one. Because roots produced also means collecting, I'm pretty sure. Welcome new people or send to the Citadel. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this with fish and send it to the Citadel. Because we get more reputation. And then rebuilding, if we salvage you, we get pickled goods. If we rebuild you, we get a beanery, which I'm 99% sure we can make, right? No? Yes, we can. We can make a beanery. I'm not worried about that. Temple wouldn't be a bad one. We are missing a lot of planks. Oh, do I still only have one person? I still only have one person working this. This poor person has been working the crude workstation this entire time. Why? Wait. Why are you upset? Hold up. Hold up. Is it because the hostility is so high? Okay. Deactivate you. That makes it better. We can actually slowly activate you to get to the edge of the hostility. Okay. Newcomers. This one, and then we definitely... Yes, I know. More shelters. I'm working on it. Let's remove one of you. Yeah, see, so now I'm dealing with really high hostility. And so my people are going to be super unhappy because of the high hostility. Okay, cool. Now that you're done with that glade event, which is the reason of the high hostility, we are better. We're okay. I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with all at once. I want this built. Also, can you go anywhere and do anything? Do we have sea marrow? Yeah, we actually have... Oh, that's right. We have rocks now. Let's break this open. Because I'm waiting for the tools to do builder's tools to send to the Citadel. We're still making packs of crops. I'm wondering if we need to change... Oh, no, we're not out of roots. It's just being slow because I only have one person there. I have so many people. Why do I only have one person there? Really silly. Okay, so we have lots of things being discovered. Lots of things going to be received. Foxes are actually super happy. I am looking at this and I'm realizing even if I finish all of these, I'm not going to get... I need to get people happy. Which means I need this temple done sooner rather than later. So I can finish that, which is going to give us some more. Let's buy some boots. Lowers hostility by 50 points. Yeah, we're just going to buy that. I'm just going to... Yep, we're just going to do that. Because that's really good. And 20 boots we can buy, which is going to increase the boot happiness. I think that's it for right now. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to sell trade goods. Or I'm supposed to sell stuff that's worth money. Let's do all of those because I'm not super worried about them right now. Let's buy some... Maybe like 10 dye. And more of the boots. And some of the barrels. There we go. Cool. So now harvesting crops 25% faster, planting crops is 25% faster, and we have extra porridge if we choose to make porridge. pickle. I'm gonna do that. I'm not worried about those. Let's assign some people here. I want a limit of 20 on that, 20 on that, and 20 on that. Not worried about the trader because I just traded everything. We're waiting for packs of crops, which are happening. They're just a little slow. And packs of provisions. And that's probably why, is they're building both at the same time. Oh, I need 25 of those. I need 20 of those. We'll do that. Thought I set it to the right number. I did not. Yeah, so you have no... You've made all your tools that you can. We're gonna do 10. I'm gonna go ahead and remove one person. Because I'm not worried about that. You're not doing anything because we have plenty of coal. I like the lowered hostility. That's gonna help. What I'm thinking, because I don't have anything that can harvest that or that, I'm thinking is I might just do another farm down here. Because farms just constantly produce as long as we have the people to manage them. I am hopeful, but I'm so confused why we're not producing planks. Where are the planks going? Am I building something that I shouldn't be? It doesn't look like it. I'm just trying to figure out where all of my planks are going. Another person on that. Gatherer's hut. I don't have one yet. We can do that. Let's... Where else are harpies that they don't necessarily need to be? Right there. Cool! We're getting it. We're getting there. We're getting there. And everyone's resolve is low. So I'm going to deactivate that, which should help. Beavers are still a little low, so let's burn something. Because the problem is, I can't deactivate more beavers or we'll have nobody chopping wood, and that's actually a problem right now because I am running out of wood because I didn't think about it and set the kiln to 40 instead of like 20 like a normal human. So they ripped through all of my wood very quickly. And resolve is low again. We're just gonna increase that. We're doing okay. I know, fishing hut is idle, that's fine. Move you up there. Kind of at the point where I'm just trying to get resolve high, which I don't know if I've backed myself into a corner and I can't or not. Also moving all of these over, because might as well. So we have a lot of unemployed people, and I'm wondering if I should just make, like, some more ring collectors and stuff. And I should make a mine. And put the beavers in the mine. And put a human in, or a person in the ring collector. Villagers of the leisure need fulfilled have a plus 33% chance of doubling their yield. Gain 1 tablet. I'm gonna do that just because then I can sell them. And that's something I didn't think about. So I think we immediately got a bunch of them. Not a bunch. How many did I get? 9. So a bunch actually. That's that's quite a few of them. Here we go. Okay. So we now get 4 new people, plus 1 to grain production, and some more parts. Market bathhouse. What do you need? You need tea. I can make tea. I just don't have a bunch of herbs. Guild house uses wine and scrolls, neither of which I have an ability to do yet. Market uses ale and tea. Global carrying is to 10. That's not actually that good. Because I don't need a trapper's house. I'm going to reroll. A reward in one of my orders, so I ignore that. I guess cookhouse, skewers, biscuit, and porridge and stuff. Let's see how hard that is to make. Moving this here and building up. That should help. Yeah, so foxes are happy. The problem is like, I need boots and coats and leisure and all of that, and for some reason, out of wood already. Oh, it's because I didn't put these beavers back. Shoot. Let's move that to there, so hopefully that should increase how much wood we're getting quite dramatically. We have pack of travel rations now. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what we do besides the fact that I just made people homeless, which is a problem. And, oh, that's not where I meant to put that. Enough for now. We got packs of travel rations, which means we got even more people, but we also did unlock the ranch. And foxes are actually really happy, which is making me a little less stressed. Okay, skewers. I'm gonna use fish, and we have a ton of vegetables, so that's fine. Biscuits, we don't have any flour, so I'm not worried about making right now. Porridge, we have a bunch of grain, and we have a bunch of water to go for it, but I do want to limit that at 24, and I do want to limit that at 20, just so you guys don't go super crazy, which I may raise as we go along. My goal is to just get our wood not crazy low. Gained more reputation. Jerky, pottery, incense. None of these are super good. I'm gonna do scrolls just because then we have the ability to make scrolls, I guess. Not that it's gonna be super helpful quite yet. Oh, it's because I deactivated this. That's why they're not building it. Because I'm a dingus. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and assign people. That should... That's gonna increase not only our global resolve, but it's also gonna make people have leisure, which should make everyone happy. I don't have a lot of food. Oh, I should have done the advanced trappers camp. I didn't even see that. Let's do a ranch, because ranches let you make meat from, for instance, like grains and vegetables. I'm not worried about... Actually, I am. Leather would be nice to have. Let's do like 12 of those. I'm not super worried about eggs, so let's limit those at like 15. Okay, so now we have a ranch going, which means we're making food. We gained more reputation points through happiness. The only issue now is it's like... Why are coats not making them happy? Yes, I know the hostility is driving everyone insane. I was hoping leisure would make them happy. Oh, there we go. Now coats are counting. Oh boy. Harpies are just angry. Kind of want to make them a favorite species, just... Oh, it's still going to be a -2. That's okay. We deactivate this one. It doesn't drop us low enough. Okay. So we're gonna reactivate this one. And I'm gonna burn a little bit of wood. A lot of wood? Burn 2 woods. Okay, so that's gonna make people not immediately want to leave, and our hostility is not over 3. I am gonna have to just keep... Basically, my beavers are just gonna constantly cut logs, and I kind of want to build another woodcutters. Butts. I just thought I dealt with that. Oh, we're out of wood. That's why. Oh boy. And we'll deactivate that one, I guess. I just need to make it through the storm. And then hopefully buy wood. Not worried about tools right now. Fishing hut is idle. I can move that down here. I'll put away harpies for the moment. I know we have no one here, and as soon as the storm is over, I'm gonna promptly throw as many beavers into this as I can. For every 20 felled trees, global resolve is increased by 3 for 120 seconds. Plus 50% amount of goods produced on the farm, 3 roots per minute. I'm gonna do 50%. Because we did the other one, because we had the option between that and wheat, and we picked the wheat one. I'm gonna go ahead and unfriendly the harpies, because everyone else is going to very quickly increase in happiness. I don't think I have the ability to make coats easily, unfortunately, right now. So that might be something I have to look at. Coats or boots? Coats. Let's increase your limit to like 30 and make some. Okay. What are you? I need to sell all of these. I was like, who are you? That's not the question that I wanted to ask. I managed to turn off my number lock off to figure out where that button is when I'm... There we go. Okay. The wines, incense... Honestly, I'm not gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy as many... Oh. Oh. So that was, tablets are worth a lot. Yeah. Traders Alive, 20% quicker. We got box of tools and we have new people, which, yay, kind of. But I did buy a bunch of boots. And I did buy a bunch of food, or a bunch of things to make food. So hopefully that helps. What I'm hoping that does is it makes it less of an issue when I, with the resolve, because we are at the point where we just need resolve. And we're about to hit... Oh, there we go. I was like, we're about to hit it. Okay, we got the Royal Outpost deed, and we got food stockpiles and the seals. I don't know if it's worth it, because that takes twice as long. Not really twice as long. It takes me so much longer on those. So that was fun. I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna continue going up and hopefully get this lead seal. I'm hoping I can. And I'm pretty excited. We're doing okay. I'm gonna collect this deed and see if there's anything else I can buy that's gonna help me. No experience points. Okay, buy upgrades. I'm not worried about the impatience timer. But everything up here is nice. All traders will have +1 cornerstone or blueprint for sale. Unlocks the ability to upgrade mines and access mining veins on deeper levels. Lizard House becomes one of our standard buildings. You can choose an embarkation bonus of having an herbalist camp. You can choose oil and you can choose coal. Not to mention all of the other things. Kind of curious about the mining. So we'll mess with that next time. We'll have better mines. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!